y'all. Saturday night. Hitting the calles for a little Saturday night cruise. It's about I don't know what I think it's 10:40, something like that. 10:40, yeah, probably 10:40. Let's look real quick. Well, let's do this hill bomb real quick first. So I'm on the wind horse. With my bald tire. Alright, so we're up to, we're starting out on Walnut as usual. We're up to Tustin Avenue. Don't really know which way I want to go. You know, let's just let's hit the. I was thinking I was gonna go on. Go up like Collins, Orangewood, like, or go up Orangewood all the way to State College and then go over to Chapman, or go to Tustin to Catella and then go up to State College and then go over to Chapman. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I need to be somewhere where there's stuff going on, you know? Like if we just start hitting some of these other streets, there's not going to be much going on, you know? It'd be preferable to I was thinking like I should do something different because, you know, we're always on these streets, but I mean, I think that's fine. It's just Saturday and we're going for a ride. And I think like it's better to stay on some of these main streets. So I'll cut over to Chapman and we'll just cruise up Chapman. Go through downtown Orange like we did last week, and I'm not going to go to Santa Ana. But we can just, we'll just cruise up Chapman and then cruise back down Chapman and just take it easy and see if there's any activities, you know, see if there's anything going on. I guess we could stay on Walnut all the way to Gliselle. That makes sense. We just went through a bunch of water. So riding this bike, so I've ridden this bike today, but I did take a day off from it because I took the Mac Fox to work on Friday. So after riding the Mac Fox for, you know, basically 23, 24 miles on Friday, man, it makes me like, I like that bike, but I love this bike. Like I'm at one with this bike, and it's makes me realize like this is actually a pretty quick bike. I don't know what it peaks at. It's a 750 watt motor, but it just definitely is very responsive. Got a car right on my bumper right now. just gonna get, let's see what we're gonna do here. We'll just pretend that we are a car or a motorcycle to go up Glassell. These people are gonna go. They're like back by like at least one car length. So we're gonna creep around. Yeah, let's just stay local and make it simple, you know. There is a DUI checkpoint on Chapman tonight. So I was thinking like, well, maybe I'll ride over there and yeah, trip out on the police activities, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong, that's for sure, and I don't have anything to worry about, but oh, those kids are saying something. Let's go see what they're saying. College boys. But like, I don't know, police drama. They're singing. Anyway, I guess what I'm getting at is like, I don't need to be like the only thing I'm going to see is people getting busted for, you know, drinking and driving or not having licenses, and I don't know. Do we really want to see all that? I mean, is that something? No, you can't. You can't. There's lots of people out. So we'll jump in the street right now. Lots of people out partying, all the college kids. Let's get my bearings here real quick. Try to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I got kind of confused when I started thinking about the DUI checkpoint. You know, I'm not worried about the cops messing with me. It's actually it's just because it's so far. And it's a lot of energy. Not a lot of energy, but a lot of miles just to go through a bunch of cars that are lined up and the police are talking to them, you know? So I don't know, we'll see. Let's go check out the bars over here. We'll cruise up Chapman though, we'll see. We'll see how far we get. I just don't want to make any obligatory statements. They have these delineators out. I wonder if we have some kind of street event that went on today that I'm not aware of, or if I don't think there's anything going on anytime soon. I think maybe later in the night, maybe they blocked this off just to keep the drunk people from crashing into the crashing in through the circle. Let's just go mob around a little bit. Got the mud truck, look at that. Oh yeah. Alright. Yeah, why are these all out? So I think I know there's a parade coming in May. We'll have to go look. Let's go look for some banners. They usually will string banners down the street, yeah. Turn the light off. Let's see if I see any signs or anything. Not much going on. Just go by the bars. Never tell what these people are doing. Use the shields, the pedestrian shields. Wow, it's pretty quiet out. All right, let's just roll up Chapman then. So the city drive where this DUI checkpoint is probably about 4 miles. It's not really too far. I've got the suspension. I forgot I have the suspension locked on my bike right now. Pretty nice out. So I didn't make the mistake tonight. I wore my head covering and my gloves. I wore 2 jackets, so basically I'm dressed like I am when I go to work. All right, let's see what's going on in this little shopping mall over here. Let's go over here. See some punk rockers. Let's go see what the punk rockers are doing. I don't recognize any of the band. Having flashbacks, man. Having flashbacks of the 80s. We'll go see if anything's going on at El Camino Park. Check out the park real quick. It's nice to be able to ride around, you know. It's very aimless and probably maybe not too engaging, but for me, it's a relief because I'm typically always on a mission. You know, I don't get to ride very much where I'm just free riding. I mean, I do take some liberties sometimes, you know, on my way to work, but so this is a school. I don't see any open fences or anything. So we're just gonna cruise on over here to Main Street and go to El Camino Park. Pretty bad sidewalk right here. Oh man. Nice, they keep the lights on for everybody here. That's awesome. I was just at Grijalva Park about an hour ago. Well, no, 2 hours ago, I guess. And man, they shut all the lights down all the time. Like, they shut them down early, so even in the kids' playground, the lights were out. The handball courts. These handball courts here are packed usually. Obviously not at night, but even they have lights on right now. But yeah, handball is very popular at this park. So if you're getting out of the Pinta, come over here and play some handball. Let's roll over here real quick. The thing about Orange, man, you hear sirens constantly. I don't know if it's because, like, of the freeways, or if it's continuous. I hear them. I hear them all night long. There's always helicopters and sirens. They got their babies running around on the water. Free riding. So the poor tennis players turn the lights off on the tennis players. All right, let's get back to Chapman. A security car. Get back to Chapman and see what's going on in a little area that's a little more lit up, more activity. It's fun just to cruise around a little bit. Without a destination. See. Oh yeah, let's unlock the suspension real quick. There we go. Oh yeah. On my super light. Oh man, sprinklers. It always messes me up. I have to wipe my lens off now. Just clean the lens. Hopefully there's not any. I didn't bring. I usually carry. Lens wipes, like wipes for my glasses, and I clean my camera lens off with those on a pretty regular basis. I didn't bring any. Hello. What's going on here? Bikini in a bottle. Party time here, huh? Never seen this place.
Car right here. Sadie.
What's up, man? Crazy. I didn't know there was a bar right there. Sometimes it makes me think like, I know I don't really ever have the desire to drink, but I spent a lot of time going to bars in my younger years. Sometimes when you go by the bar and you hear people in there having a good time, makes you kind of miss those days. It's also a little bit of it feels sketchier than it used to though too. I mean, I think like when you're drinking and you're around those you're going to certain bars and things could go south at any moment. Like you don't think about that when you're drinking, but when I go past these places now, like I just feel like that danger, I sense that danger that like I understand people are just having fun, but it's like trouble's like right around the corner, Oh, shoot, we're gonna get pinched right here. Had a car turning right behind me. So yeah, I don't really explore over here too much, but one thing about this route right here that we're taking, this is Chapman, and I can take this route in the morning, I think. So it's you know, obviously it's pretty far out of my way. So it's probably, wouldn't even guess how many miles out of my way it is. A few, right? Let's say it's probably 3 miles out of my way. However, I can go on Chapman all the way to City Drive. And I can take City Drive to Memory Lane and then hit oh, watch out right here. This building's abandoned right here. It got burned down. I think this is a little homeless hideout right here. Anyway, so I can hit the City Drive to Memory Lane and then turn left on Memory Lane and then go up Bristol or go up Flower Street. So I'll have to see what that total trip is. Like how many. Oh, there's an alley right here. Dang, look at this alley. Looks crazy. Let's go. So yeah, I'll have to look and see how many miles it is total. And I'll say if it's under 16, so my usual route's about 11 and a half. 11 and a half to about 13 and a half. But I can, we're gonna end up right at that. Okay, I know where we're at. I thought we were gonna end up at that same bar. Del Taco, baby. So yeah, so if it's 15 or 16 miles, so a 16 mile route that I've taken before in a video and that is published, it's been a while, was if I'm going east and I go all the way over to what's back here? I go all the way over to the canal. It's the Mountains to the Sea Trail on Bryan, past Jamboree, and then take the canal all the way to Michelson. Got a security truck right here. That's 16 miles. That's a 16 mile route. We're gonna get across the street right now. This car's driving with their lights off. Oh man. I'm gonna get pulled over, man. Let's go around this guy. Ooh, what's back here?
wait.
All right. End up being a target out here. Let's go through here. I think there's an alley back here actually. We'll go right. We'll go by these storefronts. There's a bar right here too, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I see a lot of these bars on my way to work or on my way home from work in downtown Santa Ana, and I'm like, I love old bars. I mean, this is a bar right here, the Pump Room. I was, yeah, I know this back. I can go in the back of all these stores and come out right here. So let's do that. So, I grew up in bars. Like, my mom was a bartender. When I was growing up, I mean, she had other jobs too, but you know, when we moved from the city, I think when I was 3. I was born in Pomona, and then we lived in West Covina, and then when I was a kid, or when I was like 3, they decided to move to the country. And we lived across from this place that was, so we lived way out in the middle of nowhere in the Central Valley. And there was check my surroundings, it's kind of a weird little trash thing there. So there's this bar called the Hoot and Holler. So it was a bar / logging business. And the Hoot and Holler was this bar that was built out of logs, and the owners had a logging company, and so my dad ended up working for the logging company, you know, going and cutting timber and stuff like that. And then my mom bartended at the bar, and the bar was literally across the street. So at one point in time, when I got a little older, probably like 5 or 6, I used to go there on the weekends with my dad, and he would clean the bar, and I would go there. I'd go there with him. I didn't really help too much, but I'd play pool, or, you know, they always had all these jars with like beef jerky in them, or, you know, different types of weird bar food. And I would do that, and then a lot of times, so there was probably, you can look up Hoot and Holler. It's not as cool as it used to be, but if you look up Hoot and Holler, Terabella, California, you can see the place I'm talking about. And but the people would leave quarters, you know, probably on last call. There was probably 4 pool tables in there, I would say, at least. I mean, the whole inside was pool tables. It wasn't real big. But people would leave their quarters on there, you know, for the next game or whatever from the weekend. And so he would let me keep those quarters. So I'd always go in there and look on the pool table and try to find all the quarters. And then they had an old jukebox, and I'd play music sometimes too. So the jukebox was actually records, the little small records, and it was all country music, of course. But it was you know, this was like, you know, I don't know what year it was, 82. Holy shit, that chick scared me. That chick totally scared me. Gave me a heart attack. She wasn't yelling at me. There was a dude, I think, right there with an LA hat on that she was yelling at. Anyway, that kind of scared me. Yeah, it's like 82, somewhere around there. And but that was, you know, the outlaws, you know, the outlaws of country music type of music, you know. So you know, Waylon Jennings, David Allan Coe, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, all that type of music. All right, well, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Let's start heading back to, we'll just take Chapman all the way back down to Tustin and call it a night. Why not? It's nice. It's pretty late. The problem is I'm so programmed to wake up early, no matter how late I stay up. I always wake up early. So I'll still be up till 12:30 or 1, and the sun comes through my window, about 6:30. So they're redoing the roof on my house. So this morning I had my alarm set for 7 because I knew the workers were gonna come today, and I had it set for 7, and I was like, well, at least I'll get about 6 hours of sleep. And I had my alarm set for 7 so I could move my car to give them a place to park their vehicle. They were supposed to be there at 7:30. They got there at like 6:15 and woke us up. This place is a trip right here. So I didn't get very much sleep. Like, why are these cars parked right here? Are people living in this place? I mean, it looks like it could be an old hotel or something. I saw there's another little alley just like this right over here. I saw some people. Oh, okay, they're walking their dog. We're gonna mess with them. So I'm not gonna be able to get my tire until next week, unfortunately. I just wonder if we'd be able to get away. These tracks might be too difficult to ride on. Yeah, these tracks might not be able to do these tracks. I mean, there's nothing here anyway, but I do like these sections. Like I like old buildings by train tracks. That's just something I'm always tripped out on. I always feel like it's the oldest part of a city, you know. What? This one's open? Why is this open? Somebody's in that car. Why is this open? I've been by there in the mornings. It's usually locked. All right, how long have we been riding? 41 minutes? Okay. Be my standard 1 hour video. car shield. So yeah, yeah, unfortunately, can't get my tires. So this week, I don't know what I'm gonna do. As far as riding to work, you know. I mean, I can go on,
That's right.
I can, what did he say? I was gonna go back there, mess with them. Actually, let's go back there, see if they want to be on the video. I don't think I can catch up to him. Let's see. Yeah, it's all right. We'll do it next time. We don't need any crazy kids on our video. Can't remember what I was talking about. Watch out for the drunk drivers. Oh yeah, I was talking about, so I guess I'll have to ride, I can ride my son's bike. I've got my gravel bike I can ride too. I just need to, see if I can get the rim a little straighter. So I bent the rim, and then a guy at work who used to have a bike shop straightened it out for me so I could ride it home, and then I never took it somewhere to like make it completely true, you know. They need to put it on one of their little machines. Walgreens. So probably this store, this Walgreens right here, and 7-Eleven over by my house. Well, there's two 7-Elevens by my house. Are the stores I go to the most. And Stater Brothers. But yeah, we're renting a house right now. It's been a little bit of not drama, but we've been in a what's the word for it? There's been a little contention. We had a roof leak, and it seriously started leaking like 2 years ago into the living room and into the bathroom. And you know, it just progressively, like, we told them about it, and it kept getting worse and worse. And then they tried to I won't go into all the details, but like they tried to raise the rent on us. And this is, months ago. So we've been in this kind of stalemate for a long time. But they tried to raise the rent like $300 on us. And we're like, we felt like it was retaliation, so they could fix the roof or whatever. And like you can't like ask. Like we've been there a long time. We've been there for 9 years. And it wasn't, the property management people are cool, but they're just trying to do what the owner wanted done. And they're like, there's seriously somebody camping next to their motorcycle. So we're like, no, we're not going to do it, So then we basically just stood our ground, at possible chance that they could try to evict us. Obviously, we kept paying rent, but we just kept paying what we normally pay. So things, that stability could end anytime. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we have a plan. But it's difficult, when you're going against somebody that has money and you don't. That's the challenge. Anyway, so they're finally fixing the roof at least, though. And then after that, that's when, I guess what I was getting at, when maybe there was a point to this, but what I'm getting at is this has been my neighborhood for many years, and I don't know where we're going to end up, So hopefully we can stay in Orange. We might have to move to, somewhere a little bit more affordable. I don't know what we're going to do. So the good part of that would be that, new territory. But anyway, I'm gonna stop by here really quick and see if they can get me a drink. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. We'll go down here, go down to stay on Test into Walnut, and then go to the overpass, and then we'll call it a day. Call it a day. Time flies when you're having fun. So yeah, I don't know, I don't really want to ride my son's bike all week. I like riding this bike. I mean, I might be able to get away with the with riding this one. I'll show you guys and girls the tire when we get up to the top of the hill, so you can see what I'm talking about. It's my fault, man, just for being lazy and not swapping the tires out. If I would have swapped the tires out, I could get another 1,000 miles. Now it's too late. I mean, this tire's way too bald to put on the front, because if I get a bad puncture and I'm going fast in the front, I can wreck, you know, a lot easier. I mean, I rarely get flats in the front, but with a compromised tire, you know, you just hit one big sharp rock, could cause, if I don't have time to slow down, you know. With the rear tire, it's not a problem. Like when you get a rear flat, I know right away, you know. You can tell right away. All right, let's take a look at the tire really quick. Let's see. Hopefully you can see it. So we'll just tilt the bike. So there's a little bit of, let me get a little closer. So we got a little bit of tread there. And then look at that big old piece. Look at that one. That's the death. Man. So yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right. What time is it? It's a beautiful night though. 11:38. So it's nice and cool, but not too cold. All right. Well, so hopefully this video, you know, switch things up a little bit for everybody. And you know, if you're getting bored with the channel, just check in with me periodically, and maybe I'll get my stuff together and start making some better content, or something different, you know, to keep it kind of mixed up. I think it's gotten to that point now, you know. It's like these videos are good, the commuter videos, but it's a lot, you know. 1 hour a day of people's lives. I'm always putting out videos. I feel like that's necessary for the algorithm, you know. But I want to do more. I was thinking that like reviewing e-bikes was the route, like way I was kind of wanting to go, which I would still do that. But I'm realizing, like, I've seen a lot of these review channels. There's a few that are doing well, but it's just not, I don't want to rely on that, you know. I want to come up with good content, something that's entertaining for people, and not just depend on some dream of reviewing e-bikes. I still think that this would be the perfect e-bike review channel, just because I ride so much. I think I could really you know, put bikes through the ringer, you know, with how much I ride, you know. So I think that I have that would be my niche, you know. Anyway, thanks everybody. I appreciate it. Got a few new subscribers today, so I appreciate you guys and girls, and we'll catch you on the next one.